It's Halloween. Frog Nation might not be scared, but our opponents are in for a fright. Football gets a Big 12 win over West Virginia on the road, making them the winningest Big 12 team over the last 15 games at 12-3. Open week with Iowa State coming to the Carter for a 2:30 p.m. kickoff on November 8th. Number 5 women's soccer was crowned back-to-back Big 12 regular season champions with their win over Houston last night and earned the top spot in the Big 12 tournament starting on Monday right here at the Garvey. Number 13th ranked volleyball hit the toughest span of their season with a couple ranked losses, but the young ones are gaining experience one match at a time. They take on Arizona in Tucson tonight. Welcome back to the Roxo Media House Studios. I'm Cam on the mic, and you may know me from being out there at football, basketball, and our Natty Champs Beach volleyball. A fan of the people, glad to be here today. We have a preview of number 7 equestrian returning home to Bear Creek Farms for their Big 12 SEC battle this morning. Actually, right now at Bear Creek Farms. Go check that out if you have some time. Swim and Dive returned from College Station last weekend and were back on the road yesterday at SMU and again today taking on the Mustangs and the Arizona Wildcats. Now, Rifle has a home match for the first time in this season, turning in some record-breaking career numbers last week in Colorado. They take on Nebraska starting tomorrow at 8:45 a.m. Cross country wrapped up the regular season in College Station last weekend, and they are at Lawrence today at the Big 12 Cross Country Championships. Men's golf finished their fall campaign with a runner-up finish in Maui, shooting their best score by a TCU team since the 93-94 season with a 51 under. Sam Udovich led the Frogs with a second-place finish and Jack Beauchamp in 7th place. Triathlon hosted the NCAA West Regionals on Sunday at Marine Creek and finished second and qualified the entire team for the national championships in Arizona next week.
It's our home course, so we just knew we had to get out there and just get after it. You know, we put in the training, we put in the work. Having that, pack of purple around with me, it was just, oh my gosh, it really got me going. Having all the fans out here around every corner, it really helped. And it's awesome getting to host regionals, such an important race, and just on home turf and just get out there and represent.
The girls that are going to nationals, we needed them to be in the top 20 to get the automatic spot, and we did. They all got in top 20, so they all can go to nationals, and they earned their spot, which is a huge relief. We didn't have any technical issues.
To be a senior here finishing out on the home course, it's such a full circle moment. We've been here since the program started, so to see it grow from just 8 girls to 12 super strong girls right now, it means the world, and it's honestly just such an honor to be a part of it. And then today, like AV said, to be in that pack of purple and work together with my teammates, really, it just means the world.
But the 1 in 2 weeks really matters, and we're really excited about it. Those guys are the defending national champions, so we knew that there'd be a group in the front that took off. But I'm really proud of our girls. They had a great bike, and I think that we learned a lot.
We also got men's and women's basketball previews for you as Frogs Today was at Big 12 Media Days in Kansas City last week with the season beginning next week, the Arizona Wildcats. Let's get a quick word from our sponsor, Texit Coin, and we'll get all your TCU Horned Frog athletic news here when we return.
Keeping score of your finances but missed the Bitcoin wagon? There's a second chance called Texit Coin. Score big at TexitCoin.org.
Again, I couldn't be more excited to host this week's episode of Frogs Today, brought to you by Texit Coin. Cam on the mic here. Let's get right back to it. Big 12 football is on the home stretch with 4 games remaining in league play, and the Frogs, with the recent 23-17 road win at West Virginia, are taking this open week to get ready with the final grind with 3 of their 4 opponents ranked in the top 25. And Iowa State, who comes downtown Saturday, started the season 7-0 and were ranked as high as number 9. No easy road to end the season for our Horned Frogs, but to find themselves back in the Big 12 Championship, they most definitely must run the table. Since 2022, TCU leads the Big 12 with both overall wins with 33 and conference wins at 21. And with the win in Morgantown, they are going bowling for the 9th time in 12 seasons since joining the Big 12. Head coach Sonny Dykes talks about his team's ability to win.
We knew it was going to be a battle. Our quarterback got hit early in the game, and, I don't know that he was ever the same, quite frankly. Pretty banged up. Our starting center went out. We're down 3 starting offensive linemen. We were down a tight end. We were down our starting running back. We were down 2 or 3 receivers. We just guys had to get it out, and it just was what it was. And And again, credit our guys for finding a way to win. The big thing, we didn't turn the ball over. That was the biggest thing. Got close at the end, thank goodness for Major making that recovery. But we didn't turn the ball over, and we're 27-4 now that when we don't turn it over. So, or we tie the turnover battle or win it. So it was that was obviously big.
Quarterback Josh Hoover for the second straight season was named to the 2025 Davey O'Brien QB class. One of the 36 QBs named on that list, the nation's oldest and most prestigious quarterback award. Hoover has thrown for 2,371 yards and 22 touchdowns. Those yards to touchdown figures rank third in the nation this season. Here's Hoover after Saturday's win.
Well, I thought we just executed well in some of those critical moments in that first half. I thought we left some points out there for sure, 2 of those drives, and we definitely left some points out there our first 2 drives in the second half. And I think going forward, that's going to be an area of improvement, is just figuring out what we got to do to get the ball in the end zone. They did a good job on defense when we got down there, playing good defense and making it tough on us. But we had some opportunities that we just didn't hit, and falls back on me. I got to do a better job getting our guys ready and getting on the same page so we can make those plays happen. But as far as playing on the road, I thought we did a good job taking care of the football. Like Coach said, we didn't have any negatives really. Had some negative plays, a sack, and a couple negative runs, but there wasn't a whole lot of negatives. So I think just playing clean football and trying to do a good job of staying ahead of the sticks. I thought we did a good job. I thought Coach called a good game, and just proud of our guys. Our offensive line played their butt off, and I don't know how many yards we had rushing, but they did a good job from what I could tell.
Running back Trent Battle had a career day leading the Frogs for the second week in a row, both games rushing for over 40 yards. Battle has had more explosive carries over 15 yards than anyone on the team with 5.
Just really happy with coming out here getting a win. This isn't an easy place to come and play. This team's 2-1 at home coming into this game. They play tough. They're a physical team, and I think we try to pride ourselves on our identity being physicality. And so for us to come in here and be able to win the way we did, it means a lot for us and the way that we play. Yeah, I'm super proud of those guys. I think every week they go in and they're trying to get better every week, and it shows on the field. They're working every day. They're getting 1% better every day, and it shows. And they're some of the best group that we've had in a while. And the chemistry just gets better every day. Those guys work so well cohesively. They're a great group. They love each other, and I love running behind them. So, I can't be thankful enough to have a great O-line like that.
Kicker Nate McAshlin had 3 field goals on the day, longest one for 41 yards, and was named Big 12 Special Teams Player of the Week. Another honor on the week was Jamel Johnson being named to a semifinalist for the Jim Thorpe Award given to the nation's top defensive back. His 4 interceptions are second in the nation. The defense has remained solid, led by linebacker Caleb Elarms Orr, who had his second straight game with 16 tackles. As the Big 12 continues in football, women's soccer concluded their Big 12 regular season last night and were crowned conference regular season champs for back-to-back seasons with their win over Houston last night. Here are some sights and sounds from last night's regular season championship.
I quite literally just saw the space. I was I took a deep breath. I was let's go for it. It was slick, and I hit it nicely, I hope.
It was honestly so fast in the moment, but I think I just had trust in Cam, and I knew that she was going to do what she does best, and it ended up in a goal for the team, so it worked out well.
Yeah, we played really well for 90 minutes and, controlled most of the game and scored 2 really good goals. I couldn't be happier of our group and all the effort and the work that they put in to get to this point, and we're champs, so that's awesome.
Honestly, I think the team came out and we were excited and we knew that it was going to be a fight. Houston's a great team and they worked their butts off. I would say they're probably one of the hardest working teams in the Big 12, so we knew we were going to have a fight. And so we came out and I think we wanted to play our soccer, and we knew if we were us, then that was going to work for us. And I think we came out and did everything we wanted to do.
Amazing, different. I've never been on such a supportive and amazing team that I think just the fact of not just winning it, but winning it with one another and being together and lifting the trophy is just an amazing feeling.
I think just kind of knowing that we're all on the same page about energy, just coming out strong and wanting to continue to be consistent. I think that was a big thing for us. I think the past couple of games we've had a lot of energy, and that's kind of what made us get the result. And we talk about how we play the best when we're having fun and we're energized, and so I think that was the main goal of the game, and just to kind of keep focusing on us, because we're going to see a lot this postseason, and so if we can just get better as a group, then we'll just keep building.
It's hard, man. It's hard to win college soccer games, and when we first got here, we struggled to win games, and now, we have a team that's a perennial power in our league, and, the expectation is now we compete for championships, and so it's not easy, and I'm happy that we're champs again.
I mean, honestly, no one knows what this team has been through. We had a rough preseason, exhibition games that no one knew about. We went through a lot of, sicknesses, injuries, all these things. And, this team has persevered through everything. And, I've been here for 4 years, and I've won 2 championships, and I've been on the team that didn't make the tournament. And so, to see, us do this and do it on our field, there's, literally nothing better than this. I'm so grateful to be a part of this team.
I think throughout this entire season, we knew we were working towards this goal, and we knew that everything we did, we didn't want to go to waste, and we wanted everything to be rewarded. And so we just came out here, we had fun, and we got the results we wanted.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's just a testament to this team and our work ethic. We worked so hard all season, starting from preseason to now, and it's just nice to see it finally pay off, and we get to celebrate. And fireworks were awesome.
That's awesome. And like I said, we're not defending anything. We got a brand new group, and, it's a different team, and they figure out a way to win together, and I couldn't be more proud of them and the way that they've competed throughout the course of the season. But we're not done. We got more games to play and hopefully more championships to win.
I mean, there's not even words for it. I mean, I love this team, and I love this program, and I'm absolutely blessed to, be at this place. And, when I committed here, 5 years ago, I was like, hey, I want to be at a place that can win championships, and the fact that I was able to come here and do that with teams and coaches who do nothing but support me, I mean, it's the coolest feeling in the world, and to do it back to back, not a lot of people say they can do that.
It's great. I mean, that's why I came here. I knew this team had all the capabilities to do so, and we've been talking about it since July, so it was really great to pull it off.
Just a lot of gratitude. I've been here for 4 years, and so these past 2 years, I'm just surrounded by amazing people, and I couldn't have done it without anyone else here. So I'm very thankful.
Tonight, you celebrate tonight, and then we get back at it tomorrow because there's another game to play, and we want to make it as far as we can. So you celebrate now, and you move on to the next one.
It felt awesome. I was hoping that this would happen, and I'm really blessed that this is able to happen. Kind of losing my train of thought, but I'm just so happy that I've been blessed with this team. It's been an amazing experience, and I'm so glad that I was able to do it with every single one of these people. We restart tomorrow. We celebrate tonight. As you can tell, we're already starting, but we just make sure that we reset and we get ready for the next thing. Thanks!
TCU is hosting the Big 12 tournament presented by Allstate starting Monday at the Garvey. Continuing Wednesday, the championship match will be held at Baylor on Saturday night at 7 p.m. due to the football game here at the Carter. Congrats to the ladies. More on the other side of this break. Don't you go anywhere. We're going to keep this energy up.
The origin of the purest water the planet has to offer? Clouds, aka nature's original water source. At Richards, we found a simple process to collect each magical drop, filter it, and pour it into infinitely renewable aluminum cans and glass bottles, leaving for all the purest, best-tasting water. Straight from the source, the clouds. When we drink the rain, it's good for all, people and the earth. So taste for yourself and sip the sky. Richards Rainwater.
Welcome back to the show. Frog Nation, let's keep this going. Number 13 ranked volleyball took on the 12th ranked opponent of the season at number 6 Arizona State on Wednesday, dropping that one in 4 sets and remain on the road at Arizona tonight at 8 p.m. The group is in the toughest stretch of the season and have dropped their last 3, all the top nationally ranked programs. But Jason Williams told us before the trip to the desert that these games have been real close, and the only thing on his mind and his young team is a deep run in the NCAA tournament.
You hit these tough stretches, and anytime you have a loss, doubt creeps in, confidence gets shaken a little. So we'll train hard today. We'll build back into who we are, because that's how we had such a good start of the year, is just playing, like dragons and playing like servant leaders, and we just got to get back to that. The belief is there, right? The desire is there. I think the lack of experience creates pressure, undue pressure, because they want to win a Big 12 championship, right? They want a ring, and I think that causes just outside noise that they shouldn't have to deal with. So we try to address it, try to get them grounded back, and hey, yeah, of course a ring would be awesome, but going deep in the tournament says a whole lot more, especially for our future.
It's the Big 12 taking on the SEC, with our number 7 ranked equestrian team getting underway shortly at the Bear Creek Ranch against number 3 Auburn. The team went on the road last weekend, losing to UC Davis and number 6 Fresno State, and look forward to getting back home. Here's head coach Haley Schoolfield and freshmen Khaled Thomas and Lily Muzzy at practice this week.
There was a lot of learning and a lot of growing and just things that you would expect from a young team. It was very hard, but we're better for it. And yeah, several matchups that could have gone either way and didn't fall in our favor, but we'll learn for it and be better.
So it was our first trip traveling as a team. I personally never traveled as I was a freshman, but it's definitely a super cool experience and I'm grateful for the opportunity, although we did have a loss to California, but I'm excited to get back with it this week and to be at home.
At Davis, it was a very long meet, so kind of on the bus ride to Fresno, we're all a little bit tired, a little bit drained, but you know, the girls on our team really did a nice job of like keeping our spirits high and, you know, just like celebrating what we did accomplish at Davis. And then Fresno was just like a nail biter, you know. It was very nerve-wracking to the last moment, but I think all of our girls put in a hard fight and we did the best that we could.
Half a point in several different matchups would have flipped the meet, and as hard as that is to swallow, it's also a good thing because you know you're knocking on the door.
It's definitely like super exhausting, just the whole traveling and everything, and then leaving California. And then leaving California and driving straight to Fresno, it was definitely tiring, but we all pushed through and got through it great.
A lot of really good things, a lot of building moments, a lot of positive momentum, and those are the things that I like to focus on is what we did well and then where we can grow. Some of it will come naturally, some of it will come time, and some of it's something that we just call horse show, and there's a lot of uncontrollable factors.
Going into Auburn, we've definitely learned what we can improve and then learning like what we do best. So I think all of us are putting in the work at home and we're excited to carry that momentum on to Auburn.
I really like our team culture and how we all come together as a team. It's not just individual as it is like in the real world. It's mostly just about yourself, but as a team we all come together and we all support each other. And you can't find that everywhere.
SEC has a different energy and in some spaces, different mindsets. And so we're really excited to have them on our turf and represent the Big 12 well.
Thomas and Muzzy are in their first years at TCU and both took MOPs over the weekend. Muzzy back-to-back in fences and Thomas in reining.
We have Flash with us today. He hasn't been shown yet this year, but I think we're going to bring him out for Auburn, so we're super excited. I felt really confident in my abilities to just show off there in an area like you weren't comfortable in, and just confident. I think all our team was confident in our skills to perform there.
My first away meet and, you know, accomplishing what I did at the away meet. But, you know, our team, I think, has really took what we learned from there, and now we're putting it to work at home. So we're excited to look forward to Auburn.
I try and just add, like, just be a person to my teammates, like helping them be confident, like making sure that they're all ready to go in the show pen, and they do the same for me. And it really just helps ease your mind, and you can just focus on what you personally have to do, not if your hair looks good or if your lipstick looks good, but just like you and your what you have to do out there.
You know, I'm just really taking what I've been learning from the coaches, like the constructive feedback, and really trying to put it into my rides every day. You know, going to the away meets, I just wanted to do well and, you know, do my best that I could and support my team in any way.
I just try and visualize like what I need to go through, especially in new arenas and stuff, and where like they're, oh my gosh. So Flash is ready for the interview, but
excited to come back home because I feel like this is where we can show off the most and we're most comfortable around here. I think it'll be a good challenge for us since Auburn will put up a good fight. So I'm excited to see us do our best that we can.
The meet is underway now. It's only 20 minutes from campus. After the show, you know where I'm headed. Let's talk women's rifle. It's the home opener tomorrow against Nebraska, getting underway around 8:45 a.m. and going pretty much all day. The team is coming off road wins in Colorado Springs over the weekend, and Katie Zahn, Riley Passmore, and freshman Alexandra Rosenlew give us a recap.
It's our fourth weekend shooting, and we're just now getting into a rhythm, which I mean, that's kind of the name of the game with us, is we can just build on the previous week, and that's really all we did. Like, we just go in and train every week, and it just clicked this week, so that was really fun.
I think I was just really locked in. We had a great team dynamic at this match, and I think that like the energy was just right. It was a really great competition. We had a lot of teams there that performed phenomenally last year, and so we knew that it was going to be kind of a rough match, and I think we all just came through.
So far, it's been going pretty well. Last weekend was tough, but I did shoot the last competition I had last week. I did shoot a personal best on air rifle, so I kind of came back from the bad results, but yeah, it's been going pretty well.
The Frogs tied a school small bore record on Saturday with 5 shooters in the top 10. 4 Frogs matched their career high in the discipline. The score was the top mark in the NCAA this season.
I love it. It feels great to be a part of a team that's putting up that highest scores. Like, even though our second day aggregate wasn't as high as the first, that's still a great score for us to put out. And so I'm just very excited to see what else we can do for the rest of this semester and into next.
Being in our 4th weekend, all of us have our routine now, and we can enjoy each other along with shooting. And so the first few weeks was just, breaking out the kinks of getting our routine set up with shooting and stuff like that. But this match, I can tell all of us were just had more ease about the weekend, and so I think that was a big difference. And it was a close one, but that didn't really affect how we went in and shot.
We all know that if we shoot to the best of our abilities, the team is going to benefit and the team is going to do well. So we really focus on ourselves and try not to look at, or at least I try not to look at the scores on what the other teams are putting out, just because I feel like it stresses me out too much. And so if I just focus on myself and keep my head on straight and my eyes downrange, I do pretty well.
Zahn matched her career high in small bore, tied for the 4th highest score in school history on Sunday. She achieved her 4th straight first place finish in aggregate.
I'm not a big fan of places ranking, even that's just a little bit of BS to me. But I mean, for me personally, I just go in and try to execute every shot the best I can. And I've been putting in a lot of work in kneeling, and that has paid off immensely. I think I only dropped 2 points in kneeling this whole weekend. So that's just nice to see that what I'm doing in the range is working. But yeah, it's just an expectation for me, and to go in and shoot what I can do. Reflecting on the past 3 years, I've noticed that air rifle has been a struggle with me, and that is our last event. So we shoot small bore first and then back it up with air rifle. And so I've noticed I felt more fatigued, and I've found a routine where I just eat a banana with peanut butter, and that just re-energizes me, and that's definitely paid off this year. So.
Passmore matched her season high in aggregate on Saturday, but on Sunday eclipsed it for her career high and personal best.
I was very focused on specifics of my positions going into especially day 2, because your body's tired. I was just very focused on how my positions felt, how I could relax and just keep going. And I definitely struggled the second day, but you can still struggle and shoot well. So that was my main focus.
Rosenlu, the freshman from Finland, talks about her time at TCU and looking forward to competing at home for the first time this Saturday.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. It's the first home match for me, so it will be exciting to see how it goes. Yeah, I don't know what to expect, but I'm pretty sure we can do well and we will win. I'm able to shoot pretty solid scores and keep the same level, and I like to improve some small stuff going forward, and I feel like I can just keep doing solid scores and help the team with that.
Zahn and Rosenlu head to Egypt on Tuesday to compete on the world stage for the United States and Finland. We will be right back after this break to wrap up the show. It's been awesome, Horned Frog fans. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Squire Shop. We're locally owned and operated since 1994. We specialize in the finest men's clothing that the market has to offer at affordable prices with unbelievable service. We do custom clothing all the way to more casual, Peter Millar, Johnny O, kind of everything. Well, my dad's the owner, so I've been around retail my whole life. Oh, it's great. I mean, it's the best boss I'll ever have. I know that. We love our TCU community. They have been so good to us. Come see us today. Go Frogs!
Men's golf returns from the Kahanapali Classic in Maui with a second-place finish led by freshman Sam Udovich as the tournament individual runner-up. His 19-under finish tied for the lowest score versus par for 54 holes by a TCU player since the 1993-94 season. The team total of 51 under par was also the best score since the 93-94 season in program history. 19 strokes better than last season at the same event. Jack Beauchamp finished top 20 for the fourth straight event, shooting a 4-under 67 in the final round. The men will not be in action until February. Congrats on finishing the fall strong. Women's tennis hosted the JAE Foundation Battle for the Boot and swept the single and doubles championship, with Yuchi's side winning the singles title, and doubles team Raquel Caballero and Cristina Ramos took the doubles title. Swim and dive are underway for day 2 of their meet at SMU, and cross country are in Lawrence at the Big 12 Cross Country Championships. Men and women's basketball set to tip off Monday and Thursday of next week. We heard from Brock Harding at practice yesterday.
I mean, we have so many different options on our team, so many different guys that can score on at any given night, top to bottom. We got a lot of good scorers, but I think just the unselfishness of this team, guys really don't care who's scoring the ball as long as we're winning games. Guys kind of have the right mindset, wanting to win games early in the year, kind of coming in, starting Monday, knowing that we got to take every game one step at a time. I think just the mindset of this team's been really good so far. I think that some of our coaches really push a lot. Make or miss, we're getting the ball out quick. If it's a miss, a lot easier to run transition on a miss, but a make, there's guys celebrating, there's guys kind of jogging back on defense if they got the bucket, kind of looking to the crowd, different things. If we get the ball out quick and kind of just run on top of them, we got our big run to the rim. We get mismatches that way. Guards got to help on the big if they get back early, and then we got mismatches down low, or they're retreating back, not really in help defense, kicking the ball up, getting it up, handoffs, different types of score. I think transition is one of the easiest ways to score. Doesn't give the defense a chance to set up, and you can kind of just score on top of them quickly.
Here's some more sounds from Big 12 Media Day.
If you look at the numbers and the teams that win the national championship, conference championships, they're usually first or second in their offensive rebounding, and defensively they do a great job on covering that in as well. And then just taking care of the ball, eliminating mistakes. I feel like we did a good job in our first exhibition, from going from 9 in the first half to 1 in the second half. That was something we spoke about at halftime. So just keeping turnovers down, rebounding the ball, and then just staying on the same page. Understanding that there's going to be hard times throughout the season, and just staying together and knowing that we all in it together and we want to win. So
big takeaways was just how much we've grown from the purple and white scrimmage we had earlier in the fall, just the adjustments we made from that defensively, adjustments we made offensively, handling their ball pressure really well. I mean, they were a pretty good team. They were a good mid-major team. Tarleton has a lot of good players, so coming out and really handling business in the second half like we did, I think it was good to see.
It felt a little different, just not being in the Providence locker room for the first time. The past 2 years, I've kind of been familiar with it. So, I mean, I feel like it was really like a little adjustment I had to make. Just hearing Coach Dixon's voice in that setting, in that tone. And I feel like at halftime I made a pretty good adjustment and settled in and began to play my game. So just really going into it now with that comfort level and knowing what I have to do, I feel like that's my biggest adjustment.
I think the biggest thing is making sure we continue to rebound. That's one of our biggest question marks as a team this year, so making sure everybody's focused in on rebounding. I think another big thing is just making sure we execute our plays a little bit better than we did at Tarleton, make sure there's no question marks there, make sure we're all locked in, know what our roles are, and know what we're supposed to do.
Men's hoops open the season on Monday night. And then our ladies, the Showtime Frogs, open on the 6th. And just yesterday, transfer guard Olivia Miles was named to the Naismith Player of the Year watch list. Just exactly how did she end up here? She had literally 48 hours to make a decision on entering the draft or playing her last year of college basketball.
I didn't really know until literally seconds before I had to decide. If you're draft eligible, the WNBA gives you 48 hours after your last game to decide if you want to come back or go to the league. And it wasn't until hour 47 or 48 that I decided, but it was after a lot of talk with my agents and family members. After I had decided I wanted to come back to college, I then took on talking to different coaches after I entered the portal. And as I talked to different coaches and eventually connected with Coach MC. I just knew that I wanted to be here just because of the system and the relationship we had built when he was at Oregon and I was in high school and he was recruiting me. It just really worked out that way that I felt most comfortable with him.
Well, Olivia, we're definitely glad you're in purple. Welcome to Frog Nation. She also talks about how she looks forward to playing in Coach Campbell's system and how they're able to attract the best players in the country.
Yeah, I think it's just the proof of what Coach MC has been able to accomplish here. I think his ability to play an attractive offense, like kids just want to run and score fast, and I think that's where the game is evolving, and he lets you have the freedom to do that. I think in college, a lot of coaches tend to put kids in a box or don't let kids be their full selves, and he, as long as you prove to him that you're capable, he'll let you loose and he'll let us play, and that's really attractive to a lot of players. So.
Crowd favorite Marta Suarez and, of course, the return of Maddie Scher are two key players to this incredible roster.
Basketball-wise, in terms of X's and O's, I want to give the team versatility. I want to space the court for our playmakers to go have fun and go create. I think personally, I want to bring competitiveness. I want to bring passion. I want to bring a little bit of fire. I think that the team will benefit from that.
It's going to take a little bit to maybe get adjusted to some games. It's been, year and a half, I think, since I played a game against live competition in a live setting. So, I'm nervous but excited. I think it's going to be great, and I've had amazing people around me who've helped me get to where I need to be and be prepared. And that's the most important part, that, I will be prepared. So whatever happens is, I think will be the right thing. It will be great.
I'm a matchup nightmare. That's where I am. It feels great. I think Mark, he just encourages me so much. I think that's a vision that I've had for myself for a long time. So just to have a coach that believes in you and encourages you and pushes your my delusion, my delulu, my confidence that I have in myself, he just encourages it. So it feels great. It motivates me to go and work harder and harder every single day.
It takes a little bit, when you have a group of new girls, especially 10 new girls, to come together. But this group it's such a great group. Mark, the coaches, they don't miss when it comes to the type of people that they recruit, which is why last year's team gelled so well. And I think this year's team, we had that same opportunity to gel very well. And I think we're already very close. And now it just comes down to experiencing things with each other. And that comes along with a season. There's going to be lots of things to go through up and down. And, that really builds your team chemistry, like nothing else can.
That will just about do it for this week's episode of Frogs Today. Congrats to our women's soccer team on another Big 12 championship. You got no excuse to head to Bear Creek Farm right now to watch our equestrian team. And Rifle tomorrow. If you haven't been, you need to go. They have won 4 national championships and expect another one this year. And just add this to your calendar. Men's basketball are in the Solmeyer Monday night at 7 p.m., taking on New Orleans, and Thursday night again. But this will be a doubleheader as our women open their season at 4 p.m., taking on North Carolina A&T, and with the men to follow at 7 p.m. against St. Francis. Stay connected for dynamic, original content right here on Frog Today. I'm Cam on the mic. Good luck, everyone. Remember, you still have time to make it to equestrian. You got time. Thanks to our friends at Texit Coin for making this possible. Thanks again for watching. Can I get a Go Frogs?
Go Frogs! Woo! Thanks for watching Frogs Today. Go Frogs!
Go Frogs!